Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome everyone to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha, and I hope everyone is having a fabulous Tuesday. We're finally getting some sunlight. Okay, it's been dreary looking the whole day. Okay, so we are finally getting some sunlight. I hope you all have had a great day today. Y'all, I wanted to come to you for a quick second with some breaking news in regards to Shanquella Robinson. Okay. Now, you all may remember her. She went on a trip with some friends of hers to Cabo, and things did not go well. Okay. A lot transpired during that trip, and so I kind of want to go over, just to refresh your memory, some things that have happened because 2 years later, her mother has actually filed a lawsuit. Okay. Now, 2 years after Charlotte native Shanquella Robinson died of a mysterious death while on vacation in Mexico, her mother is suing the six friends who were with her on that trip. Shanquella passed away October 29th in 2022. So it's 2 years to the date. Okay. Pretty much. Just one day after they arrived to the luxury villa in Cabo San Lucas. Okay. Now, on the day of her death, Robinson's mother was allegedly told by her six friends, and what we started calling the six friends are the Cabo Six, that she died due to alcohol poisoning. However, speculation arose after a video went viral, supposedly showing one of the six violently beating Shanquella inside the villa. And y'all, I don't know if you remember that video. Oh my gosh, it broke my heart to see that. Because during that, I don't want to show it on here because out of respect for her and her family, I just hated that video was going around. But Shanquella was, it appears as though in the video she was naked. And the other girl looked like she was, urging her to fight. The people in the room, they were urging Shanquilla to fight the girl, and it was all being recorded. Okay, it was being recorded, and it looked like she was a little tipsy trying to fight. And they got into a tussle, and it was horrific. So I know with her family watching that, I know that was so hard to watch. And my thing was, even if it was alcohol poisoning, well, why did this video come out with the fight? None of that was mentioned at the time. Okay, we just knew of this lady going over to Cabo with some friends, and she never made it back home. She mysteriously died, and you have to be careful who you go on these trips with, and things like that. It was so much that came out after that, but you have to really, really be careful going on vacation with people. Okay, be know who they are, because I'm pretty sure she could not imagine that those six friends that she was with, that would end up like that. Now, according to this newly filed lawsuit, after the alleged beating, which the other friends are accused of watching and recording, the Cabo Six had called for medical help, but they implied that Robinson needed to be treated for alcohol poisoning. Now, even during that time, I was wondering, okay, how are y'all able to determine that? Okay, just because a person is drinking a whole lot and so forth, how do you know it was alcohol poisoning? When the responding doctor was later interviewed by officials, he said her friends told him that Robinson had drank countless and all kinds of alcohol and was dehydrated. Okay, you can pass out from dehydration. Okay, so that is a possibility, but I still don't know how they immediately came to this conclusion. They are not doctors, so I don't know how they came to that conclusion. His examination confirmed that she was dehydrated, but also noted that she had a blow to the forehead on the right side and a right conjunctival hemorrhage. And the transcript of the doctor's interview did not indicate he was informed of that alleged fight. So he saw these markings on her body. At that time, they allegedly did not share that she had been involved in this fight. That should have been a part of what we call for help. Let's let them know everything. Okay. Tell them about everything that took place. Tell them about the fight because something from that fight could have been the part that was to her detriment and ultimately led to her losing her life. Now, as he cared for Robinson inside the villa, the doctor claimed in his interview that he repeatedly told her friends that she needed to be taken to a hospital, but they would not authorize it, even after being told there were no cost facilities available. He indicated that they deliberated what to do at least twice while he was there. So, this is a testimony from the doctor who was there. um, that would have been a red flag. Okay, if you're saying that we don't want her to go to the hospital, if you see that she clearly needs help and assistance, why is that? Okay, that was definitely a red flag. Then they started talking amongst themselves, so that in itself was suspicious, which is why a lot of people had a lot of suspicions once we started hearing these details. Once Shanquella lost her pulse, the doctor ordered for an ambulance and resuscitation efforts began. He said efforts were unsuccessful, and multiple ambulances told him that she could not be transported without a pulse. More than and a 3.5 hours after that doctor arrived, she was ultimately pronounced dead. Now, imagine had she gone to the hospital, her life may have been saved. Okay. But that doctor and them trying to come up with what to do and all of that, her life was slipping away. 3 hours, y'all, and a half later, 3.5 hours later. Okay. When I tell you, when this came out, okay, back 2 years ago, I was so upset, so upset because this young lady did not deserve that. Okay. With the fight. And really, I don't even think we found out what the fight was about. Okay. Because even Shanquella, there was some video footage while she was there. It looked like they were having fun, kind of talking. They were eating dinner and things like that. So at what point did they get into a fight? Why? Hmm. Now, following Robinson's death, her body was turned over to a medical examiner for review. Now, the autopsy in Mexico listed her cause of death as atlas and medullary dislocation. Baby, I hope I said that word right. Which simply put is when the area between the top of the spine and base of the skull is damaged. Okay. It also described the manner of her death as violent. Ooh. Despite the findings of the initial autopsy in Mexico, one performed in Mecklenburg, I hope I said that right, County, found that Robinson's spine was intact. Okay, and they also found no skull fractures. That medical examiner said that based on the autopsy results, Robinson's cause of death was undetermined, but that the most significant findings were hematoma of the forehead, which is pretty much a pool of blood that forms in an organ tissue or body space, mild cerebral edema, which is a concussion, and hypoxic, oh, y'all, I hope I'm saying these words, forgive me, hypoxic ischemic brain injury, which is inadequate blood flow, ooh, oxygenation of the brain. And really, that probably could have taken place that time that she did not have the assistance and help that she needed. She was losing oxygen to her brain. Oh, Lord. Now, in the months after her death, remember it was a lot of callings for something to be done. The Cabo Six, they were out living their lives, okay? And really, no justice was served. No one had gone to jail for any of this. And so the FBI investigated Robinson's case, but officials did not bring forth any criminal charges, okay? The FBI said in April of last year that, as in every case under consideration for federal prosecution, the government must prove beyond a reasonable doubt that a federal crime was committed. Based on the results of the autopsy and after careful deliberation and review of the investigative materials by both U.S. attorneys' offices, federal prosecutors informed Ms. Robinson's family that the available evidence did not support a federal prosecution. So then at the same time, it said no charges would be filed. The FBI said that the government was prepared to review and examine new information related to the investigation should it become available. And when I tell you, that's pretty much where things had left off until now. I love it. Okay, I love it. Her mom did not give up. Okay, her mom did not give up. Now, through the Robinson family's newly filed lawsuit, the plaintiff is seeking damages in excess of $25,000 from each member of the Cabo Six on various grounds, including wrongful death, battery, negligence, and civil conspiracy. Okay. And the lawsuit also named the U.S. Department of State and FBI as defendants, and both are being sued for an amount exceeding 25,000. Now they didn't put that amount, okay, but it's over 25,000. The family is seeking to have all triable issues presented before a jury, and I wanted to show you all a little of that press conference. Let's see. Okay. Here we go.
We need justice for Shanquella Robinson. It has been 2 years, and there's no reason that no one has not been arrested yet, and I need justice for my child.
The lack of justice serves as a painful reminder of the vulnerabilities faced by individuals, especially young Black women, when they seek adventure in unfamiliar places with unfamiliar faces.
It's been 2 years since Charlotte native Shanquella Robinson died while on vacation in Cabo. And today, an attorney representing her mother now announcing a wrongful death lawsuit against the people who were traveling with Robinson. The lawsuit now was filed in Mecklenburg County Superior Court yesterday. The people traveling with Robinson originally told authorities that she likely died from alcohol poisoning, but a video released months later then showed one of them beating her in a hotel room. Mexican authorities and U.S. officials do not agree on what may have happened to her.
Okay, so let me stop this. So so now we're at the beginning phases of this lawsuit. Okay, and kudos to her mom. We're praying for justice in this situation. That's always bothered me as far as what all really happened that night, and I pray that even the ones that were there, that someone will eventually speak up, okay, and really tell the truth. Give this family closure as to what happened on that awful, awful night, okay, through morning that happened to Shanquella. But we're praying that all goes well with this. I'm praying for her family, her mom, her father, the rest of her family and friends, because I know that this has been probably a difficult 2 years. But hopefully they'll gain some closure, and also that they'll win their lawsuit. Okay. I am in agreement with that. And rest in peace to a beautiful woman, Shanquella Robinson. And you continue to rest in peace. And we are praying that justice will be served. Thank you all so much for joining this live premiere. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank you and have a blessed day. Talk to you later. Bye bye.